Hi students, welcome back to our geography class. Today we are going to begin a new chapter, chapter 5, Major Domains of the Earth. In the first lesson, we learned about the solar system. How many planets are in the solar system? You know there are 8 planets in the solar system. We can only live on one of these planets. Where is that? Is on Earth. The Earth is the only planet which has life. Human beings can live here because the life sustaining elements of land, water and air are present on the earth. The surface of the earth is a complex zone in which three main components of the environment meet, overlap and interact. Now, major domains of the earth. First one, lithosphere. Second one, atmosphere. Third one, hydrosphere. And last one, biosphere. I repeat, lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. The gaseous layers that surround the earth is the atmosphere, where oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases are found. The thin blanket of air is the important aspects of the planet. It provides us air we breathe and protects us from harmful sun rays. Next, hydrosphere. Water covers a very big area of the earth's surface and this area is called the hydrosphere. The earth is called blue planet because more than 71% of the earth is covered by water and 29% of the earth is covered by land. The hydrosphere consists of water in many forms, that is oceans, rivers, ice glaciers, lake, underground water and water vapor. Next, biosphere. The biosphere is the narrow zone where we find land, water and air together, which contains all forms of life. Land zone, air zone, water zone, these environments meet, overlap and intersect each other. It is called biosphere. Okay? We will discuss now specifically on lithosphere. You know the solid portion of earth is called the lithosphere. It comprises the rocks of the earth crust and the thin layers of soil that contain nutrient elements which sustain organism. There are two main divisions of Earth's surface are continents and ocean basins. The large landmass are known as continents and the huge water bodies are known as ocean basins. All the oceans of the world are connected with one another. You can see it from the world map here. Okay. The level of seawater remains the same everywhere. Elevation of land is measured from the level of the sea, which is taken as 0. Now, when we talks about lithosphere, we take sea level as the base. Now, when we consider sea level as the base, that means you have the height which would be calculated as above sea level and below sea level. And when we talk about the highest point, that is Mount Everest, would be 8848 meters above sea level. And when we talk about the lowest of the deepest point, that is Mariana Trench, it would be 11,022 meters. So, you have the deepest region which would be recorded at Mariana Trench and highest peak, that is Mount Everest. Okay. Now you have continents. There are 7 major continents. These are separated by large water bodies. These continents are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. Look at the map of the world and notice that the greater part of the landmass lies in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Now, Asia. Asia is the largest continent. It covers about 1/3 of the total land area of the earth. The continent lies in the eastern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer passes through this continent. Asia is separated from Europe by the Ural Mountains on the west. The combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called the Eurasia. Now, Europe. Europe is much smaller than Asia. The continent lies to the west of Asia. It is bound by water bodies on 3 sides. Okay. Now you have Africa. Africa is the second largest continent after Asia. The equator or 0° latitudes runs almost to the middle of the continent. A large part of Africa lies in the northern hemisphere. We can see this from the picture given here. You will find that it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass. Okay. The Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, is located in Africa. The continent is bound on all sides by oceans and seas. We can also understand this from the picture. The Nile, the world's longest river, flows through Africa. Then North America. North America is the third largest continent of the world. It is linked to South America by a very narrow strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama. It means an isthmus is a narrow strip of land joining two land masses. The continent lies completely in the northern and western hemisphere. Then you have South America. South America lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. Two oceans surround it, Atlantic Ocean to the east and Pacific Ocean to the west. The Andes is the world's longest mountain range runs through it. And South America has the world's largest river, the Amazon. Okay. Now Australia. Australia is the smallest continent that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. It is surrounded on all sides by the oceans and seas. So, it is called an island continent. Now you have Antarctica. Antarctica, completely in the southern hemisphere, is a huge continent. The South Pole lies almost at the center of this continent, as it is located in the South Polar region. It is permanently covered with thick ice sheets, so there are no permanent human settlements. Many countries have research stations in Antarctica. India also has research stations there. These are named as Maitri and Dakshin Gangotri. Okay? Let us recap the session. In today's class, first we have learned major domains of the Earth. They are lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. Then lithosphere, the solid portion of the Earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. There are two main divisions. One is continent, another one is ocean basins. The large land masses are known as continents and huge water bodies are called the ocean basins. Then continents. There are 7 major continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. Okay, thank you children. Have a nice day.